everybody. Today I'm going to be logging with Buck and Bill, the other Belgian Percheron combination. Last week I used Ken and Lady, so like I said in that video, it's so good to swap horses around. But I just wanted to thank, before I get going, I wanted to thank Billy, the UPS driver that we pulled out of the ditch the other day. He stopped back in and he was so appreciative of us pulling him out of the ditch. He gave us a whole bag full of carrots and apples for the horses. So I decided I'm going to give the boys a treat before they head to the woods this morning. And so we'll take them huge carrots. So we'll split them in half. Give one to Ken. Okay. Yeah. Bye. 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 Give one to Bob. I don't know if they're great carrot lovers, but we'll find out. Ken seems a little bit nervous this morning for some reason. But anyways, I will let them eat their carrots and then I'll head to the woods with these two horses. Hey guys. Get it. Yes, lady. You want to hit carrot, huh? Yeah. Thanks for the carrots, Billy, and the horses, thank you too. Okay, we're all loaded up with our first load on our dray. Pick this chain up here. So we have 5 pieces of firewood on here. Hopefully it's all chained down properly. It's really easy to chain on 2. But when you have this many, it's quite a task to get it chained properly. But I think I've got it right. So we'll head out and see how it goes. This is what my skid trail looks like every morning when I get up in here. There's so many deer out here, and because of all the trees that I'm cutting down, they have a lot to eat. So they really like it up here. But it looks just like a path from a bunch of cows walking through here.
So here I'm coming out with another load. I'm kind of pushing hard. The trucker's going to be coming tomorrow to haul logs out of here. He's been gone to Florida for a couple weeks, so I've got quite a pile piled up for him. I think we've got, well, I don't know what it is. We'll find out tomorrow. So at the end of this video, we'll go down to the Amish Pallet mill and we'll ask if he'll let us take some videos of his operation there. Also, I just want to let everybody know we finally found a truck that we bought. I'm not going to tell you what kind it is or anything about it because I'll probably do a short video on it at some point here in the very near future. But I wouldn't mind you guys tell me what you think would be the best truck for me, even though it's too late now because I've already bought this one, but it'd still be kind of interesting to know what your thoughts are. Usually when I get to landing, I can get my chains off enough so that I can pull out from underneath the load. This time the two logs on top are kind of stuck there, so I ended up going and getting the skid steer to pick these two logs off, which is not a problem. I sure do like my skid steer, but it's not without its faults, as you'll see here in a couple minutes. I have quite a lot of beech up in this property, and I'm telling you, it's the slipperiest wood there is, I think. When I'm picking up with the skid steer, I think I have it centered and things just slide right off. But that's not the problem I was talking about that I'm going to be having in a couple minutes with the skid steer. I have got this skid steer stuck quite a few times and it's stuck again today. I think what happened today though, I have some skids here for these firewood piles and I think I drove over the skids. There's enough snow here that I did see it. But I thought I could push myself out with the forks, but no way. It's just stuck right there. So I have no choice but to hitch the horses on and see if we can't pull it out. It'd be a lot easier, of course, to line myself up to the skid steer if I didn't have the arch behind, but we got it lined up eventually. Here I'm just going to lead the horses ahead a little bit just so the chain is tight before we start to pull it. wasn't sure if I was out of trouble yet, but I unhitched the chain to try, and sure enough I was still in too much of that mealy snow and stuck, so I'm going to have to hitch back on again and ask him to pull me a little bit more. I do have front chains on this skid steer, but I still couldn't get out of there. Well, we got it out this time. And then there must have been a big gust of wind, I guess, because down goes my camera. Okay, today's trucking day. Pat's here and he's got quite a few loads to truck. He won't get them all trucked today. But some of it's going to my place, the basswood's going to my place, some other odds and ends. The better quality maple is going to one sawmill, and the pallet logs are going down to the Amish sawmill. The two piles way down are one's firewood and the other one is poor quality basswood that will go into my furnace. Here's Pat coming up out of the field with the first load to come to my place. I'm a little bit concerned with the road today. It's starting to warm up quite a bit, so it could cause some trouble, but hopefully it won't. So here's Pat unloading up at my place. A lot of these logs from this close of distance I would haul home with the horses. I've hauled a lot of wagon loads home, but we just have so much to do. I decided since Pat's here, he can do some of it with the big truck. So here we are down at the Amish Pallet shop.
I rode along with Jim today to go to the pallet mill. The driver, Pat, is unloading the logs. Jim is scaling them as he takes them off the truck. Sometimes I think he gets kind of close, but they seem to be able to work together well. The owner of the pallet mill was really happy to see Pat show up today with the log truck in the arm, because before he unloaded Jim's logs, he piled up a pile of logs they were all dumped in a heap, and he piled them up for the owner of this mill, so it's going to be easier for him to take them into the mill with his skid steer. Little field trip to the pallet plant.
I was hoping maybe they'd let us video inside, but he said no. He said maybe he'd talk to his bishop and see if it's okay, but we'll just have to wait on that. So
yeah,
but good to me. I watched them for a while. Yeah, it was interesting. So anyways, have a good day.